Hey guys, this is Jacob Taylor from Southside, and for this chapter, we are asked to discuss vocal and non-vocal delivery and what aspects of those might be challenging and how will you overcome it. I first want to start off by giving the definitions of vocal and non-vocal delivery. Vocal delivery is given when sound is being made, resonated, and controlled out from the body, producing vibrations in the air. Factors that portray high intellect is good diction, articulation, and enunciation. It's important to say words properly and correctly, with good grammar and without slang. An example of diction and enunciation seen in the chapter gives the phrase going to, in which most people pronounce it as gonna. Consonants and vowels need to be spoken with standard precision and clarity. When giving a vocal delivery, it's good for speakers to have animated inflection and ranges in pitch, which conveys energy and aliveness. That compels the audience to listen. Something to be cautious of is the tempo of your speaking. It's important to talk at a moderate pace so that listeners remain interested and can clearly take in and consume the words you're saying. Your vocal volume also needs to be supported by good breathing and energy. Another thing you need to be cautious about is vocal pauses and fillers. Sometimes you simply need to pause and stop talking just so that you do not say things like or Next is nonverbal delivery. These are the aspects of a presentation where no speaking is involved. The number one rule is always dress for the occasion. Non-vocal delivery is all about your body language, meaning you need to give gestures and different movements at appropriate times. These movements should be relaxed and natural, but not excessive, so you need to remember to not fidget. Eye contact is another part of nonverbal delivery. The best practice for eye contact is to scan the audience, making each member believe you're speaking to them. It's also important to present yourself with confidence. A good indicator of this is approaching the podium and maybe leaning on it, touching it, and feeling around the room. Knowing exactly how to manage and control any equipment throughout the presentation is key as well. I think some aspects that would be a little challenging for me would be my tempo and stuttering. Some ways I would overcome this is by taking advantage of my notes, making sure I'm reading everything at a steady pace and rehearsing the presentation thoroughly. Something I already find myself struggling with is being out of breath. I know now that I need to utilize vocal pauses to catch my breath as well as taking breaths throughout the speech. The last thing I think I might struggle with is not being able to take my attention away from my notes. One way I would overcome this is by being more prepared and memorizing certain parts of the speech, like the introduction. This chapter was very insightful and gives great descriptions on how to deliver a speech with precision as well as keep the audience entertained.